God damn it, Twitch. Oh.
It be OBS deciding, hey, I'm not going to do a thing today.
Damn it, OBS.
Hi, Christy. You filmed that really well.
Being sort of catching up on Game of Thrones, so.
Had a feeling you might be.
No, and I don't know who's watched it.
To be honest, I've never watched a single episode of Game of Thrones, but I don't care enough for everyone to like scream spoilers. So you can spoil away.
I don't know about Brian, and I don't know about Brian, so.
I don't mind. I am not averse to spoilers.
Are we recording or not yet?
We are indeed live.
Right, yeah, I was going to say, because we don't want to spoil it for anyone else listening.
This is very true, yes.
This is fair.
Well, I'll tell you what, I will hold my hand up. Until my hand goes down, we are still in spoiler territory. So carry on, whilst my hand
I
plays
haven't even got it up.
Oh, my hand's up, so everyone can see my hand is waving. Should we give the royal wave? Okay, hands down. Right, because I need to type things.
It's alright. One thing I can say without spoiling anything, Tormund and the Hound need a spin-off.
Have you actually seen the behind the scenes where the Hound is just singing away?
Yeah.
I still haven't watched Mayans, and I have been meaning to. Because Mayans, it's basically spin-off from Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
I liked Sons of Anarchy when I watched it, and it's it's an interesting series.
Okay. Moving on to the other note.
Wow, a most powerful tweet. Well, so how is everyone on this fine bank holiday Monday?
But
I mean, I'm okay. In fact, at one point I was pretty worried that I was going to be corrupt enough to corrupt enough to like kind of be power hungry and all that jazz. Nah, had a couple of had an old couple like sort of with like a bunch of flowers and stuff, and bearing in mind that in our store we have to like pick up the small stuff and scan them individually, like because because it's for the sake of accurate scanning and that. So they like came toddling along with like some wallpaper, and I was like, "Did you want me to help put the wallpaper on the like top?" And they were like, "What? Why can't you just do the button thing and that?" I'm like, "Oh, I'd love to, I really do, but I can't because that's like against company rules, sort of thing." So yeah. So they were like in a bit of a huff anyway. Well, the lady certainly was. But then I thought, okay, maybe the gentleman is a bit more reasonable, seeing as he hasn't said anything yet. But then I needed the barcode for like something because our till wasn't working for that particular item. So we're like, okay, I am just going to have to call someone to like get the barcode and all that jazz. Like, someone did come, and along the way they were stopped by another customer, like just for them, like to ask them what is going on, or what, or just for some help in quotation marks. And they did say to they did say to me through the radio, someone like stopped me, sort of thing. So I'm like, okay, so yeah, I apologize for like the delay. It's just it's just another customer seems to have caught them or something, and they were just getting aggressive at me, like saying, "Oh, what were they saying? Oh yeah, well, they should be serving us, not that customer. We were there first." And I'm like, well, some people are just impatient, aren't they? Like, just, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, Tasha, that was so savage. I mean, brilliant, but so savage. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'd recommend for you to read either read the Reddit or watch videos from r slash, which are titled Tales from Retail.
Or something like that.
Yeah, or you could write in the subreddit stories like this entitled Customer.
But not like under normal circumstances, because I hate confrontation. I would have been really panicky, but because, I mean, to be fair, I have a feeling I know why I did what I did, sort of thing. It just felt so empowering. It's like, my God, this is what it feels like to feel good about oneself without feeling so shit about like answering back, sort of thing. This is amazing, but I have to make sure that I don't get too power hungry and then be overly corrupted, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I will relish in my backhanded comment.
Yes.
Because I feel as though I deserve it. I deserve it, considering I didn't panic or anything like that.
Do so, relish in your power.
Yeah.
Become the warlock you were always meant to be.
Like, and to make it even more petty, sort of thing, I was right about like asking them to bring the wallpaper up because they had different batch numbers. And different batch numbers mean that they could potentially have a wall which is completely different, slight like color to the rest of the wallpaper, despite it being slight. And so when I kind of saw that one of the wallpaper had the wrong batch number, I'm like, you know what? No, I'm going to be petty and let you have this wallpaper, so that when you get home and you like try and nicely decorate it, your walls will be ruined.
So your title that day became Tash, Dictator of Walls.
Yes.
Exactly, Dom.
You could say the writing was on the wall.
Yes.
Dang it! Shades won't work with the headphones. The cups are too large for the aviators. Doesn't work.
Damn.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Oh, so welcome everybody to another episode of Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes here on Tales of Gaming Addiction. Last time, to get you all caught up, a wonderful band of adventurers, calling themselves the Burning Soul, have been infiltrating the Tower of Bronte's Echo, the Brass Dragon. Marlon's previous cult buddies have since invaded the place and started clearing it out of arcane knowledge. And over to the first floor, you came to like an entry hall and a little dining room dance situation, and picked up an emblem of enchantment. At the next level, you made your way through an illusory maze with invisible walls, which didn't work with dynamic lighting, but it was all cool. And afterwards, you found strange, mutated forms of these former cultists that are now so consistent on knowledge that they actually eat the knowledge straight from the books.
Don't they rather snort it?
It was more snorting, but considering some of them didn't have mouths, it was also like they were literally eating the knowledge.
More like a Dementor from Harry Potter.
A good description that came into my head afterwards was the silence from Doctor Who.
Oh,
That's fair.
Good shout. Good shout.
Yeah, like that kind of a face. It's one you couldn't forget. Or could you? Anyway. After dealing with those, you started going through the tomes, looking into various things, what have you. Some of you have kept some of those books. Marlon, there is a handout for you, because I literally made it before we started streaming, but that is a list of all the new spells you have.
Where is it? Is it in the...
If you go to your character sheets bit, there will be a handout just called Spellbooks.
Spell scroll rules, no.
Nope, Spellbooks should be visible to you.
Card spell books?
Yep. If you look at that, that's like all the different kinds of spells you got.
Alright, yeah.
Like I said, I literally made it before we started streaming. Sat down, got my notes together, got ready for the stream, and then looked, I went, yes, big red to-do list. Haven't done that list.
So it's charred spell books.
No, not shard spellbooks, that's the previous bunch. There should be one just called Spellbooks.
No, I've not got that.
Oh dear.
I have Neil's Note, Marlon's Dream, Ragged Note, Stuff, Power, Charred Spell Books, Spell Scrolls, Loot Bag, and Tiny Servant. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we go. Whew.
It's up the top with the drones. Like the handouts for some reason.
But yeah, that gives you a good list of spells to add you to your own spellbook later.
Yep. Nice lot.
Yeah. From there, you guys then found teleportation circles in the next chamber over, finding them to have been long since dormant and unusable. Deciding enough better to leave these alone, you moved on and found a door which was covered in arcane runes, a colossal arcane circle marking it, which was covered in various glyphs, some of which were missing, and you pieced together these glyphs were these schools of magic, which you have been collecting along the way. So, I did have a list somewhere. What have I done with my list?
And I'm still very upset I had no link to Monster Rancher whatsoever.
Aww.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe.
crossover cancelled.
This tower's huge. It feels larger than it should. I forgot what the list was now. So you've done enchantment. Here it is. I didn't print it out. I had it in my hand. So you've done enchantment, which is the first floor. You have come past illusion and conjuration. And I believe when we left off, you guys were going up the next set of stairs.
I believe
Yes,
we
we
will.
are.
Alrighty then. So welcome, fools, to level 2.
Oh boy.
Well,
Electric
technically
Boogaloo.
level 3, because the bottom ground floor we did.
I mean, she does have a point.
Yeah. In a British floor leveling system, this would be floor 2. Because we started ground, because we're weird. Anyways,
Well, America.
but the French system is weird.
No one cares about the French system. They're French.
Anyway, as you guys come up the stairs, you come to this next bit of the corridor, and it is completely well lit. It is almost like as if daylight is around you. The air is pleasant. The walls themselves have also changed. Like the lower floors have been stone brick, and a little bit of smooth stone here and there where like plaster is faded on them or what have you. As you come up to this floor, it's changed from that to a much more like a dusty sandstone. Like running your hands along the wall, you can almost leave an indentation in the walls and everything. It's a little bit weird and unyielding. But ahead of you, around the corner, you find to one side is a chamber. 25 foot square, I believe it is. Yeah. And in this 25 square chamber, you have an orb sat at, well, not even sitting, it's levitating ever so slightly, about an inch or two above a simple marble pedestal. And behind it, either side on the opposite on the back wall, are 2 silver doors. You guys are on the map, and for the sake of the folks at home, here is the map.
Boy.
And send a tiny servant over to it to touch it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Touch the butt.
GG is deployed. Walks over. Touches the orb. Stays there for a couple of seconds. Staggers back. And just sort of looks over to you, Marlon, with this look of, you should come and see this.
No.
Exciting.
And see we shall.
Okay.
So,
Marlon, are you going to touch the orb?
yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. I'd like you please to make a wisdom saving throw.
God damn it.
There we go.
FYI, anybody that also wants to, you may touch the orb, but I will require a wisdom saving throw from you. Ooh, very nice. So, Marlon, as you sit there and touch the orb, your eyes glaze over and you are suddenly pulled from this space. And then you end up outside. And not just outside the tower or outside the country, you are outside everything. Around you, you can see many planes of existence. Some of which you know, like the Feywild and sort of Mount Celestia, the Nine Hells, and that sort of thing. You reckon you're somewhere like in the Astral Sea, where all the planes sort of mingle. And as you're looking around, going like, where, you just feel something behind you. And as you instinctively turn around to see what it is a colossal dragon. And I do mean colossal. You are barely the size of one claw. Teeny tiny little Marlon. Massive dragon. It just sort of glares at you, says no words, and you're flung back into this point in time, staggering backwards. And like Shinji, it's like, that was cool.
Yeah. While
We had
Marlon's
time travelled.
what? I mean, can I just say, while Marlon is like sort of glazed over, like Yoko's like, Marlon, like waves hand in front of face, hello. So like poking, sort of thing, until Marlon sort of stuck his back.
So, what did you see?
Giant flappy dragon.
Ooh, anything else?
Actually, can't remember what you said. So
That's fine. So, just a quick relay. Marlon basically found himself in the astral sea.
yeah, I was
Ooh.
floating in the sky, and there was like this great big flappy dragon.
Do you
You know,
remember
we're up
what
in
color?
space.
Yeah. Sorry, carry on.
And that was it.
Do you remember what color dragon was?
Well, I want to say it's the one that was this castle, isn't it?
No, it did not look like a brass dragon at all. It's kind of like all the different dragon types put together. So not Tiamat, because Tiamat has 5 separate heads. This is like, it has the horns of a red dragon, the snout of a white.
Oh, it's just like an amalgamation of everything.
Yeah.
I'd
It's a
say
hybrid.
it's sort of like the daddy of all dragons.
Dragon
Oh,
Daddy.
what is
Ugh.
There came an idea to my mind, but I'm not sure is any one of you willing to do the thing I'm proposing.
Well, it depends on what you're proposing. We don't know until you see it.
In
There,
my head,
what if two of us touch the orb and see if we see each other in the astral sea kind of deal where Marlon just was?
I mean, it's certainly worth a try. Marlon, did you want to go in there again?
We could all touch it together.
Yeah,
Might take us somewhere different.
yeah, it could.
I'm game for that.
Okay then. I need you all to make wisdom saving throws.
Yeah, my character sheet is just loading and it's being a bit of a douche nozzle. Stupid character sheet. Come on.
Be nice to the Roll20 character sheets, they could change. Maybe.
I choose you! Wisdom saving throw!
If it would just, oh, I don't know, let me do the thing, then that'd be great.
I don't like my saving throw.
Okay, well, I mean,
It's a fairly average saving throw.
It is the most average saving throw. I
okay,
might
wisdom
add.
saving throw. Let's see. Okay, and I also want to do a. Okay.
Oh, how nice of you to send that to me.
Indeed.
It would just suck if I'm just touching the orb and it's like, I don't think it's working. And then everyone else goes on an epic adventure.
Well, as you all go to touch the orb, again, you all find yourself in different planes of existence. So Marlon finds himself back out in the astral sea, face to face with this celestial, titanic form of a dragon that, again, doesn't say anything, doesn't relay any inclination, just sort of snorts, and it's that snort that throws Marlon back. For Zyron and Yoko, you two find yourselves in a wonderful, picturesque, like a nice meadow, if you will. Grass is about knee high. It's a beautiful summer day. You can see some hills in the far off distance, and it's nice, here, you almost feel like eternal peace.
Ooh.
For Zyron, you do see a familiar face out in this field.
Oh god.
If I said the name Cassandra...
Oh!
Oh god, it's my missus.
And all of a sudden, Siren has a heart attack.
Well, as Cassandra... Like, you can see her from... You know her from behind and everything else. But as she
Right.
turns, that's when you're snapped back to reality.
God damn it!
And it's literally like a fleeting dream by the time you
Oh.
come back.
One back.
Do I also see this?
No, you see something different, Yoko.
Oh, lovely.
What you see in this
Hello.
field is a rather imposing elvish figure. Well built, well muscular, wearing nice armour, wielding a sword, but has a sword on his side, and in both hands he has another sword sheathed, and he goes to offer it to you. Do you wish to take it?
I mean, I have a feeling I know what this is, so... I kind of reach out hesitantly as if, should I really be taking this? But, I mean, I guess.
Okay, do you take it? It looks like it should be bigger, but it's the right size for you in your own hands. It feels heavy. Unrealistically heavy. For a sword of this size, it should be bigger. Much bigger. But as you take it, and it's like, okay, that's heavy. You find yourself back in the room. Staggering backwards, but you retain the memories.
Ah. And is the sword not with me?
It's not with you.
Okay. But, huh. That...
And finally for Betois.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy he rolled high. You do not
damn
find
it.
yourself on the astral plane, nor in this expansive meadow. You find yourself in a deep, dark place.
Oh
Ooh.
lord.
And as you're sitting there adjusting to the light and everything, you feel a very familiar hand on your shoulder. And as it turns you around, it is Xanatos looking straight at you.
Well, hello.
Just holds up a finger to his mouth, as if to go, shh, don't say a word. Did told you not to interfere with our plans. You are still interfering. I'm going to give you this one word of warning, Betois. From one knife in the dark to another. Keep your head down. Might need to keep it for future events. And you come back and you retain all these memories.
Okay.
Who was that to?
That last one was for Betois.
Oh.
And while not much changes for you, you still find yourself with the astral dragon that just doesn't say a word and sees you back to this plane of existence. But Dario stands there at the doorway and he's like, you guys alright? Think I've got some rum on me if you need a reminder of what reality is.
I think I'm good. I think, it feels like a dream, but at the same time, it wasn't. It's very strange.
Agreed. Incredibly strange.
Well, I met someone who I've met before.
Oh?
And, don't wonder if I'm walking more slouched than usual.
Okay. As you guys will discuss this, the Dario just points to the wall and just goes, "That wasn't there before." And on the back wall between the doors, lights up the words, "Do you still have faith?" One door lights up yes, another one lights up no.
I would like to go up to the door which says yes. Like, why is it not there until now? Do you think it had something to do with us touching this orb?
It might.
Well, I'm going to guess that the room maybe wants to answer any questions that we saw in that.
But it seemed to be asking us, not the other way around.
So what was it again? It said, "Do you still have faith?"
I have faith.
I knew you were going to do that.
No. Anyway.
At that point, when Siren says that, can a jukebox just come out of the wall? And just like a statue, like statues either side of it.
The echo does start to pick up a musical tune behind it.
I just get my loot, don a leather jacket and some jeans, and just say, "Be bad."
Either way, Yoko's is going to go up to the door which says yes, and goes, "Do you think maybe we could progress through if we go through one of those doors?
I would think so.
Or whichever door is appropriate." Well, I still have faith in my goddess. So, the answer is simple to me, and Yoko would like to open the door that says yes.
Okay, as you touch the door, I'd like you to make an intelligence save.
Ah. Oh, nice.
And that, sadly, is a fail.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I mean, she has an intelligence of 10. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah. But you still take 11 points of psychic damage.
Oh no.
Wow.
And as you touch the door, for poor Yoko, it's almost as if your mind has been wiped. So for the next 24 hours, Yoko, this isn't permanent, it is temporary.
Okay.
Your intelligence and charisma are now 1. You cannot cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way. You can, however, identify friends, and, tell the difference between friend and foe, and know what to do on instinct.
Okay, so intelligence and freaking
Charisma
1?
Yep. Feeble mind,
No.
mother trucker!
Why? Well, but Yoko is a religious, and she's like, oh well. Oh boy. Oh, lovely. This is gonna be fun.
Anyway, I will say this now that you've gone up to the door and touched it. Marlon and Siren, I'd like you two to make perception checks for me.
Oh, okay. Perception.
I'll do this. I might have to keep an eye on Daisy.
Okie dokes.
Right. Oh, we
perceive.
pass.
Yeah,
Let's find
you
out
both
what's happening,
pass.
Days.
Oh.
As Yoko went and touched the door, from where you two stand, because you have a view through this crystal ball, you noticed that the wording had changed.
Right.
From the door saying yes and no, to like swapping sides.
Oh, so now it says no and yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Oh, bastards!
So every time someone seems to go through, it changes its mind. Possibly.
Well,
Well-
is it someone else has got to answer a question?
It's
Has the
still
question changed?
the question has not changed. It is still asking you if you still have faith.
God.
Let's put it in a nice purple. So this is for everybody else, not Marlon and Zyron.
Okay.
Come on, I would like to type my. Gah!
Just put.
I'll be right back.
Be,
I'm just
my
getting
inner
out.
my inner troll just wants to be like, what do you mean, an African or European faith?
Wait, I don't know that, and the entire tower just implodes.
All of a sudden,
Can I-
I'm granted 20 intelligence.
I was going to say, can I just add in that this reminds me of a song from Legally Blonde, which is he gay or European?
Ah.
God.
And in the end, they found out, and European.
Well, Betoit is not rushing things, but he would probably go to the door no.
Okay, as you go to the door, for Marlon and Zyron, do you see that the doors have switched?
Right.
Do you warn him that the doors are not as he sees them?
Be careful, Betoit, babe. Something ain't right. They've switched places. Just make sure you pick the right door.
So I need to pick yes if I want to pick no. Is this correct?
So, just like actual clarification bits. The text that's currently on there, is that where they are now, or the original placement of them?
That's the original placement.
Right.
That's for
so,
everyone that side of the orb.
Okay. So, okay, Betoit. What decision are you thinking? Yes or no?
I'm thinking I have no faith.
Okay. You know the door that is directly in front of you?
Yes.
If you believe you don't have faith, go through that one.
Okay.
Okay, Betoit, as you go up to the door,
Yes.
you pass through it.
Oh.
What? Come on! What?
Damn.
I'm sorry. What? I want to throw my laptop across the room, but I know that'll break.
Oh, that's so nice.
Fuck you!
Ah, feed me. Oh,
Oh, just.
ah.
What's that flavour? DM victory flavour. That's. Oh god.
Oh, that's made me feel better. I was feeling rather tired, now I feel better.
This is because of all the times that I used the Misty Escape with Nil and outsmarted you several times, isn't it?
No,
You just chose wrong. That's it.
you have chosen poorly. Betoit went through the same door as Yoko and didn't take any damage.
I'm not happy.
well, maybe it was the opposite then. All along.
I think he may have. I think he left and I gave the explanation, but from where and you and Siren are, what's on the screen is the opposite.
Yeah.
Right.
Has it flipped again?
No.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna go with no.
Okay. As you go to the no door.
Generally confused.
Oh Christ! I actually have to think about this. Crumbs. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw, Marlon.
Hey,
Oh no.
There we go.
we could be feeble mind buddies.
Oh great.
Oh, wow!
Chosen one for the win! Oh,
You gain 20 intelligence, you become God!
I have a +9 intelligence.
You are knowledge!
Whew, that was safe.
Nice!
Although it wouldn't have been with advantage, but even looking at the rolls, the other one also would have been a success.
I mean, it's just that's because that's what I'm proficient in. Oh, I do still have it on advantage, but yeah. So, do you want me to re-roll because I had it on advantage?
Hmm? To be honest, it's fine, because I do check, like, with the advantage thing. So, you still take damage from the effect. So you take 14 points of psychic damage.
Oh dear.
Yeah, as like the door mentally kicks your head in.
Yeah.
But unlike Yoko, it's not like your mind has been wiped. It's sort of like you got a stinging headache, and it's a case of, okay, not that door.
Yeah. The doors hadn't swapped since.
From you and Zyron, those doors had switched.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
so-
what I
but-
meant. That's well, I would have chosen
Yeah,
the other door if I'd known.
So the no is
sorry.
yes and the yes is no.
I asked, had they been switched?
Oh,
before,
sorry,
right? And I
my apologies. Yeah, so ignore that.
yeah. So yeah, it would have been the other way around then.
Yeah. Oh, starting to think now this was not a well thought out puzzle.
Yeah, Brian.
Oh wow. Well, one thing I'm definitely doing, I'm going to make sure Marlon's okay by touching Marlon on the shoulder and doing a bit of cure wounding.
Wait a minute, why am I on 14? I'm not meant to be on 14. I'm meant to be on 30. Hang on.
We're back to 44 now.
I'm back to
Well-
44. Oh.
Yep. Because Marlon healed you to full.
So obviously the question is, do you still have faith? I mean, it's a bit of a dilemma for Zyron because I've always been faithful to Cassandra and I still am, even with Cassandra's passing, but it's that whole idea that once Cassandra was gone, I come to a realization of no, she's dead. There's no way that she's still alive on this plane. But even then, is it involving the the dream that I had, or the vision that I had of my faith towards Cassandra, or is it testing my faith through my clerical faith? Which oh, fuck you. Fucking mind games.
Ask yourself as Zyron, do you still have faith?
Is it possible, before I answer this question, is it possible that I can potentially, like, look at this thing as in a religious context and do like a religion check to see if any of this is based around any religious belief?
I will let you do a religion check. Anyways, Marlon, so you go through the other door.
Yeah, well, providing that it hasn't switched again.
No. So you go through the door and you're fine. So Zyron, just to give you a hint, it is in a religious context. It's a bit difficult for you because you didn't retain all the memories of what you saw.
Only remember like snippets.
Yeah,
bits.
it's like a fading dream.
Oh god. Okay, well, first things first, I'm going to like take Yoko's hand and be like, Yoko, door, walk, yes.
Sorry, I can't hear what sorry, Dom is saying. I don't know what. I don't know what the background noise is. Okay.
I realised I had my phone actually on the laptop. So there you go.
Yeah. So okay, can you repeat that, Dom? Sorry.
No worries. So before doing anything, because I know Yoko's obviously not well in the head, just grab Yoko and be like, Yoko, door, walkie, no brain screw, yes?
Does Yoko actually understand this?
You can say they understand it. You know that Zyron is a friend, so he wouldn't be lying to you.
Like, I can just see your response.
Being feeble-minded is basically you can't communicate. Oh, though you can't understand language.
Shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Zyron, make a charisma check for me, just to see how well you can communicate your message.
Okay, using anything that I have at my disposal, even hand language. Let's go. Nope.
The message sort of gets through.
You know what? For a charismatic bard, I am not charismatic. At least not yet.
It's more effective for you communicating in a medium you're not used to.
True. Cocks ahead to the sides of confusion, but goes along with it because Owen is a friend. Yeah. So I'm just like, okay, we walk to the actual door that says yes but mean to no, and I throw Yoko through the door.
You throw her through the door.
You are aware this was the door that hurt Yoko the first time round.
Is it?
She went through the door and said yes. The way the words are now is how it was for Yoko.
Oh, not this door. So they've switched back around again, basically.
Yeah, that's their original position as you stand outside them. It's when you're on this side of the orb and look through the orb, you can see the right answer.
The orb of truth.
Alright then, so I'm just going to throw you guys. Nope. No! Just want you guys. Door can stay. Let's put it on the right layer.
The door is chasing them.
Alright. And you guys find yourselves after Let's actually arrange you properly. You guys there, Petois there, Marlon there. As you guys walk through the door, starting with Petois, and it's the same for all of you, it's sort of like a blinding white light, and you feel compelled to walk forward. And as you walk on forward, you find yourself back in this room. Meanwhile, Dario is snuck up in the corner. He's got his rifle on his shoulder, and he's currently sound asleep.
Aww. Yoko would like to go up to Dario and kind of tap him on the head with a glaive. Tap, tap, tap.
I trust the blood side.
The blunt side, yeah, the blunt side. Tap, tap, tap. I mean, does she know that's the blunt side?
Oh god.
Do you want me to roll something to see whether she uses the sharp or blunt?
Please roll an intelligence check, and I hold no
You did this to yourself,
doubts of what Dario would do. Okay, I need you to make an attack roll with advantage on Dario.
Oh, damn
And
it.
there will be reprisals.
Oh my god. Whatever you do,
Best trap ever.
this is the first and only time I will ever say this. Don't crit.
Well, you stab Dario in the head, to which he flinches awake, shocked. I will give him disadvantage on this, but he does take a pot shot at you, Yoko.
That misses.
Which startles the rest of you as he's sitting there with the musket ready. He's already cocked and loaded the next round. It's like, what the... Yoko, that was not fair. That hurt.
Like, Yoko would just like to sort of jump in Zyron's direction and cling on to him like the scared little rabbit she is.
Just be like just be like, hey, look, I don't know quite what's happened. Yoko has kind of had her mind zapped, so she's not all with it.
Okay. You are where you guys have been gone for... Takes out a watch. 5 hours.
What?
What?
Yeah, you walk through the door and it's been 5 hours. I assumed you were doing a thing, so I was going to wait here until you came back. And then you took over an hour, and I thought, do you know what? I'll have a sleep. So I had a sleep.
Well, we did a thing, alright. We walked through the door. That was the only thing we did.
Huh.
This is true.
This is very true.
This is where I just like.
Yoko's become a barbarian's
like,
wet dream.
5, 2,
I've just realised that Yoko's become the barbarian wet dream. Literally, my intelligence and charisma are 1. I don't need those. They can go.
Sounds like a
4
great
points for strength. Oh, I wonder if I can make a feeble body where it does like strength and constitution.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Oh, homebrewing ideas just popped into my head.
You might give me the character for a group of mates. Anyway,
Ah, damn it.
You did this to yourself, Brian.
I think I'm enjoying this. I'm in hysterics. Alright.
right.
So what do you guys like to do? It's been 5 hours. So for the purposes of your stats and abilities, that would be considered a short rest. If any of you wanted to do anything over a short rest, like hit points, what have you, that can all be done.
I will. If that's the case, then this for the sake of Yoko.
Okay. Okay. So it's not bad.
I think that gets up to full anyway.
Yeah, that does. Thank you.
Oh, that's cool. The HP rolls now have a plus if you go over. That's cool. I like that. That's a nice addition.
Nice.
Anyway, so Burning Soul, what would you like to do?
Well, first things first. Has anything on our person or in any way, shape, or form of us changed since we've been gone for 5 hours?
Beyond the fact that you guys would certainly be 5 hours dirtier. That's about it.
Okay.
So not really.
And nothing.
So Yoko hasn't gained a sword. You haven't suddenly gained another vision of Cassandra or anything like that. It's just,
Right.
for you guys, it's felt like nothing. For Dario, 5 hours have gone.
Right. Has the orb in the middle of the room changed?
Nope, it's still blue. It still sits on a nice pillar of marble. The doors are still there, but now the wording's gone.
I literally just look at everyone and just go, we wasted 5 hours for this?
Yeah, should we keep going going forward?
I would ask Yoko for her opinion, but I don't think I'll get a straight answer. I think her response would be a combination of dribble and open mouth. Or in Blackadder terms, wibble.
I only have one pencil here, sadly. I don't have a second one. So I can't do the full wibble.
No,
I can only do a wib.
a wib, not at all.
Wib.
Wib.
Can she grab Gingy and start doing a red dwarf?
Mr. Wibble.
The Fumbles.
Yeah.
Nice. Right. I think we're... If there's nothing else that we could potentially perform here, I think moving on is a viable strategy.
Dario's down for that.
Yep.
Okay. So, proceeding down the corridor, out of this room, coming round, there are 3 wooden doors. I think you guys should be able to see them.
Damn it.
No, they're just down the side. They are evenly spaced every few feet or so. And then the corridor snakes around, and it's up to you guys. What would you like to do?
Can we hear anything from the other side of this door?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay, obviously I'll stand there.
I could go to the next door and listen.
Yes.
For the purposes of, like, she's gonna follow Zyron mostly around.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was the one who led her through the doors and shenanigans.
To make sure Yoko gets around a bit easier, I have handy the the mage hand. Like, just hold her hand and guide her when we're moving forward.
She essentially like a child in one of those harnesses.
Yes! Child leashes!
Basically.
So handies now become basically a bungee cord.
Yep.
Can't go too far. Okay, that was just going to stand there. It's a nice safe spot. So Marlon, if you'd like to listen to the door, I need a perception check from you. Betoir, you hear nothing through your door.
Well, damn it.
Though Zyron, you hear what sounds like faint wheezing.
Ooh.
It's pretty hard to do the fake wheezing without actually being winded. But you know, that kind of gasping for air wheeze.
Gotcha.
Marlon, you hear the same, although this sounds more dragonborn than human. Like, it's got a bit of a guttural growl to it.
Bethua is going to move away from the door just in case there is like when he moves away, there's a fireball exploding through the.
So what did the other two hear?
Betois has heard nothing, and Zyron has heard like a really bad wheeze. Something
Yeah.
gasping for breath.
Someone's wheezing at my door.
Well, might as well open the door.
Bravery, I like it. In the room, dear sweet Marlon, is a strange reptilian humanoid, not dragonborn. And dragonborns had to have like thick scales, horns, frills, signs of like a draconic heritage. This guy's quite clearly a snake.
Hello, Snack. How are you?
Help me!
How can I help you?
He's trying to get the words out. Also, the DM is suffering from indigestion off a Coke can, so it's kind of well timed. Excuse me. It sort of points to the back wall, and on the back wall you can see a colossal arcane circle. It's going to be a bit of a terrible trope, but make an Arcana check.
This is the first ever.
Oh.
That was brilliant if you made the roll.
Just on Facebook, just suddenly pops up. Check, yeah.
Yep, an Arcana check. Well, it's certainly a magic circle. It will infuse some arcane spell work, but what you do not know. But it just points to that and just manages to get out the words, undo.
Undo? Wants me to undo the circle?
And just sort of looks at himself and like, undo me.
Ah.
Fix
I will walk up to
me.
it then.
And yes, it does do the whole cliched hiss thing on S's. If anyone's seen G.I. Joe, you know exactly what I mean.
I will go behind it and undo it.
Okay. As you scratch out the circle, go ahead and make another Arcana check for me.
There we go.
Much better. As you go to scratch it out, like you stop yourself briefly and then look at it and realise, oh! And this is where things are going to be a bit tropey. It is a transmutation circle. Yes, like Full Metal Alchemist. Yes, like that certain episode.
Oh no.
Holy shit. Oh god.
So it's like, no, that would fix. And you realise that there is no fixing. At least as far as you know, this isn't your school of spellcrafting.
So, I mean, what was the best thing to do? Is to carry on, or...?
Well, scratching out the circle's not going to help. As far as you're concerned, maybe using the circle again might help.
What, using the circle again? Or...
Yeah, activating again might pull him apart. Maybe.
Oh god.
I might as well try.
Marlon the scientist, I like this. As you place your hand on the circle, it glows.
Hang on, Brian.
Hang on, I am now.
Yeah. Daisy didn't come back in.
Okay, Yoko, thanks for that. I will get to that in just a moment.
Yeah.
Oh God, Yoko, why? Handy. and Handy just looks at me with an expression that's similar to just. But,
No, but like Bunchy calls, her hand is like fully stretched out, can't do anything. He just sort of like tries to raise a thumb.
Oh no.
There you go. I'm back. Right,
Welcome
what
back.
do I have to roll?
You don't have to roll anything. So as you place your hand on the circle, it glows, Full Metal Alchemist style. And you hear the thing behind you sort of go, "Yes, fix me!" And there was just that wet blood splat. You feel the damp on the back of your head and anything. You are like a silhouette on the wall.
Oh!
Shinji sort of comes out from underneath your hood like, "I heard a noise, and I'm glad I was in here. I'm just going to go back inside now." And sadly, poor little Huan-Ti is no more. You
Ouch.
fixed him.
I'll sort of do like a slight. Thinking like on Murdoch Mysteries, he does like a little cross every time he comes across a dead body. Like, sorry.
Apologies. Anyways, as that is going on, Yoko, as you kick down the door, which gives way with no resistance whatsoever, for you and Zyron, inside you see a familiar creature. If a bit
God.
twisted than before. You remember the babaus?
Okay, question. Does Yoko remember this?
Yeah. It's only remember
Then
this.
Yoko's gonna charge in and attack it?
Okay then. I need Yoko
Bloody hell.
Yes.
to roll initiative. Anybody else who wants to roll initiative?
Oh,
I ain't gonna
I
stop
need
you.
to die because I can see this.
Yeah. Oh god. This can only go bad.
Handy, you had one job.
We all
Fuck.
roll for initiative.
I think it's just me and Yoko at the moment.
Yeah, certainly everyone else can go ahead and roll, and we'll add everyone in after this initial like round between Yoko, Zyron, and the monstrosity that I've made.
Bloody hell.
I need music.
You're only supposed to knock the bloody doors out.
I love what
so
Twitch
Brian-
chat has said.
so
Once
Brian,
again,
question-
murder equals fixing, confirmed.
Okay, so question. Like, I know Yoko can't, like, sort of communicate, like, coherently and all that jazz. But can she scream or cry or make any other noise?
I will reiterate the wording and you can interpret it in your own way.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So, the creature can't cast spells, activate
Okay.
magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way.
Then in that case, then she's gonna kick down the door, see this babao, and go, "Ah!" and just like attack, just scream.
It's like a pure barbaric scream.
Yes.
Well, I did say that Yoko had become the barbarian wet dream. Oh, look at that! I got a 1 for intelligence and charisma. Spellcasting and talking, don't need those. Alright then, Yoko. You have won the initiative, so... actually, no, be Pitois going first. Why is my order wrong?
I don't know.
Oh, no, that's right, because I already gone one step on. So it would be Yoko going first.
Okay, then she is just going to whack it on the head with a glaive. But not with an 11.
No, sadly an 11 is a miss.
Then I think paladins get extra
Indeed,
attack.
you would have an extra attack by now.
Yes, indeed. She's going to whack it again. That's better.
That's better.
That's more like it. So you do 12 points of damage. Now the crazy thing is, although it says you can't cast spells, it doesn't say anything about like spell-like abilities.
Oh.
Because
would you have been?
I've just suddenly had this pop into my head because you expend spell slots to smite.
Ooh.
I don't think it affects your smiting. At least by that wording.
In that case, then I'm going to smite it at 3rd level.
Without realizing you're smiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, a part of you feels like it's being betrayed somehow by you smiting.
Wait a minute, is smite a level 1 thing? So I've got an idea of how you can RP this.
Okay, go ahead.
So I just like what the chat's put. Paladin oath of senseless murder.
So smite is a level 1 thing, right?
Further on down the chain, yeah, you expend your spell slots to smite.
Right. What if, because she doesn't clearly know what she's doing,
Yeah.
you roll a die, and depending on what you land on depends on what spell slot you use.
Oh, that's actually quite good. How many spells?
It is.
Patron guard for murder hobos.
I'm just trying to remember, but I think you've only got up to 3rd level spells for your paladin, haven't you?
Yeah, I've only got that up to 3rd level.
Yeah, okay then. So we'll do that in future whilst you're feeble-minded. Every time you smite, you have to roll a d3, and that's the level of spell slot you expend.
Okay.
Alright then, so he takes an extra... Oh, is he a fiend? He is indeed a fiend. So that's 18 in all. It seems to screech out in pain, although it does speak. In the immortal words of Beowulf, it speaks! It just screams out, "No! Not a fiend!"
No, not a fiend. Well, Yoko doesn't understand that shit, so...
Okay, with that, it is his go. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. And it's going to look at you, dear Yoko.
Oh, fuck me.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
God damn it. Okay. Okay. Hey!
Dang. Okay. I thought that would do something cool, but it didn't. Never mind. Alright then, so... that's... that out the way. And that's all it can do for its turn, so that brings us to Zyron.
Right. Okay. So I'm just gonna walk in there and just be like, okay, what the heck is it? Yeah. Yoko, okay, no, there's no point talking to you. No. Okay. Andy, why did you let this happen? So I just give Handy a telling off where him in hand form just goes,
Sad Master Hand.
Oh.
It's okay. So am I in any way able to find out whether this like Babao-like creature is legitimately fighting because he's genuinely monstrous, or fighting out of self-defense?
Well, he is a monstrous creature, does have the subset of a fiend, obviously, because of the smite damage. As far as you can tell, it seems to be fighting back more out of the fact that someone kicked in the door and hit it with a glaive.
God damn it, Yoko.
Hey, it's not my fault. Blame the DM.
No, blame your idiotic mind. in RP terms. In RP terms.
Yeah.
Well, that's point actually. I wonder if that is a thing I can do.
Let me see. So as far as I'm aware...
I'm just going to attempt something on D&D Beyond. Carry on.
Okay. So as far as I'm aware, Beastie Boy is a Beastie Boy because he's a Beastie Boy. And I'm even though Yoko is upside the head, I'm gonna go with the whole idea that she's at least competent enough to know that smacking something in this context is the right idea. Meaning, I'm going to look towards this bad boy and just be like, I don't know whether this is the right thing, but it feels right at the time of doing this. Loot! Magic! And I just told the dead.
Oof.
Oh dear. Well, that 25 is a hit. It did roll the necrotic damage. That's 12 points of necrotic damage. Its wounds get wider. It's like humanoid parts of it now, as you can see in the like. It still has the babao shape, but like part of its face is still human. One hand is still human. They begin to like blacken and rot. So I'll sit there looking at. With that, we come back to the top of the round with Betoit, who, as you sit there and go to open the door, you hear Yoko scream, charge in, Zyron striking some sort of a power chord. Do you want to open this door?
Yes, I would like to open the door very stealthily.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Nice.
Pretty nice. You open the door, silently as a shadow, and inside we see nothing.
Well, this was disappointing.
That moment when you're trying to look for something and you can't find it. And this doesn't apply to you guys, by the way. This is for something that's coming up a bit late on a different campaign, trying to multitask. So anyway,
That one moves there.
okay. So if I use your standard action to open the lock, well, to open the door rather quietly and stealthily, you can see Yoko, this creature, and Siren's just off to the side.
Interesting.
Darius just leaning back against the wall going, yeah, I'm sure they got this under control.
So, out of character question, so I've used my movement, and did I use my action to it was a bonus action to open the door, wasn't it?
Yeah, I said an action, but I think actually no, because of the time it's like a bonus action, so you still have your action available.
So I'm gonna shoot that Madaha bird.
Don't shoot the babao. It's an amazing monster. You can also add your sneak attack because you have a friend within 5 feet. Very nice. Whoops.
Yes.
Try that again. Okay, so it has a few hit points taken away. Sort of clings to the side of its chest for a second. It's like, ah! Why? And with Yoko over, that brings us to Yoko.
What
The
about
Yoko,
Marlon?
oh no.
What about Marlon? Like, Marlon gonna join in the fray?
Well, I'm here if you need me.
It's up to you, Marlon. If you'd like to join in now, you can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You will try and kill the guy, or
There we go. Well, everyone seems to be attacking it. As you peer around the door, you just see this monstrous creature. It reminds you of the babals that were underneath the Valencian city in the sewers and that.
we will send a confectionery bloke in.
Sending in your tri-drones.
Yeah.
Handouts. No. Where are they gone? There they are. Huzzah! Huzzah! Right, lots of attacks. 6 misses, 20 hits, 18 hits, 17 hits, 14 misses, 8 hits. So that's 2, 3, 4. Okay, they're getting a few good hits, and the Babao sort of slumped on the floor, going, "Wait!" Why you do this?
I don't know, they told me to.
Just a monster. Is that it for your go, Marlon?
Yeah, that's the end of my go.
Okay then, Yoko, oh no.
Oh god, she won't bloody understand it.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
I know.
God.
Glaive!
Why do you do this? I am just monster.
4 vows for point.
Okay.
Did you wish to spend a smite?
May as well. Fun times.
Roll a d3. Okay, you expend a first level spell slot.
Okay. So that is a D8.
2d8, because it does still have the fiend subtype.
Okay. It's... Yeah, just... Bear with me one moment.
Okay, Dukes.
Right. 2d8. There we go. 6 points of radiant damage.
As its sister goes, "Wait! Why you shrink?" And Yoko has ended its life.
Yoko would just turn around and smile to the rest of them and gives a thumbs up.
Little murder hobo's growing up.
But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's waiting on command, similar to a dog. Like... Yeah, she's like
Sorry.
looking at everyone with expectant eyes, like... It's kind of weird when like people have like kind of missed off for a bit.
Mm.
But there we go. But there we go.
Anyway, as you sit there and revel in your victory
Yes.
over this Babao,
Hmm.
over Betoit's shoulder, you hear like a faint bit of laughter.
Oh, crying out loud.
I don't have a token for this, I don't think, anyway. Wrong thing for my tokens. Time for my big list of tokens.
Yeah!
Do I have? I do have a thing! Realistically, it's not small.
It's tiny, I'm guessing.
Well, it's not tiny, it's meant to be a small creature. It's about the size of a halfling.
Oh, okay.
It has like greenish leaf, like green leaf skin, a nice ginger beard. Ginger
Beard?
hair. Beard, yeah.
Fair.
'Twas a man once.
Okay.
But those that can, and Yoko can try if she wants, although the roll will be hilarious.
Yeah.
I would like people to make an intelligence check, or a nature check if you will.
What did she roll? A 10.
Intelligence check or
Or a
what
nature.
was-
If you've got nature, go for the nature. If you haven't, it's straight intelligence.
Well. Yep. So yeah.
That's a rather interesting thing to note. The DM will remember this.
Ooh. Well then.
Oh, remember what?
I was going to take note on the...
Quite high intelligence on Betois.
Yeah. Alright, made me a little note. So, Yoko, it looks funny to you. Because it looks like a really big fat fairy. Yeah, it's that kind of a laugh of, I can't take this person seriously. But what, like, you've heard of fey creatures
Yes.
and fey folk and things like that, and it's often been like fairy tales, things like that. And now you're looking at one. As you start to
Well.
giggle, Yoko, this thing, fat fairy, sort of points to you and goes, "Be silent now, miss.
She
need
can't
you to-
understand.
I still need you to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage." Actually, no, it'd be a straight roll because you have the elven trait of mind, being resistant to mind control. So, straight wisdom save.
Okay.
Oi.
Somehow, hearing this voice, it's even funnier.
Yeah, like she's just rolling on the floor laughing at this point while not looking where she's going. Is the babao still there?
Oh yeah, the corpse is still on the floor.
Oh yeah, then she's just gonna roll in its blood, like not knowing that she's rolling in its blood.
I hate to ask, is your friend okay?
Yeah, he's just a bit
Knocked out at the minute.
hopefully temporarily bit under the weather intelligence wise.
Oh, became... Right, yeah. Some of my friends had that happen to them some time ago. Didn't end well.
What
Yes,
happened to your friend?
Well, we went to one of these rooms, we touched the circle, and then we woke up changed. I personally feel fine. And sort of like looks at his hands. You can clearly see like it's full of fey influence. Like where if he had visible veins, they'd be more like plant roots. His nails are more now like bark, but his skin is like a leaf green.
Oh.
And it's just like, yeah, I feel fine. Nothing wrong at all. He got like uncomfortable back pain. Every now and again, you can see he's got like sort of looking him over. He's got wings that are way too small to even give him lift.
Ah.
Bit like in what you call it, fairy tale. There's one of the like leaders. Bold. Well, I say little. He's like a rotund, bold guy with tiny little wings on his back.
Yeah, these are like comically small.
Wears pink.
Or like bulk biceps on My Little Pony.
Never seen My Little Pony, so no.
I still find it weird that you watch My Little Pony.
I've been bored.
Be fair, I watch Monster High and Ever After High, so there can't be that much difference.
Each to their own. Anyway, okay, yeah. So we changed, and I feel quite fine, all things considered. So, how can I help you? How can I be of assistance?
First of all, let us think how you could be useful for us. So, does anyone have any thoughts?
I mean, Yoko has thoughts, but she can't speak them.
This is true.
Well, once you consider it, I'll just give you some moment, some time alone for a second. Snap his fingers, and he just vanishes right in front of you.
Interesting.
Excuse me.
Yeah, she's just still laughing her head off. Mwahaha.
Oh my. That's a really powerful set of spells.
Oh? I'm curious.
Note to self, never piss off a pixie.
I mean, yeah.
It could do horrible things to you.
Yes.
Don't go googling, Tash. I can hear the tapping of the keyboard.
Oh no, I'm like talking. No, I'm like chatting to another person, like sort of thing. I'm not searching for anything at all. No, I'm being serious. I'm being honest.
Okay. So, anyway, Burning Soul. What would you guys like to do?
I suppose we could carry on travelling around.
Basically, yeah.
What different schools we've encountered.
In terms of the schools, go ahead and make an Arcana check for me, Marlon.
Let's see. Arcana check, yeah.
Indeed, if you would be so kind.
Just a moment, I shall untangle my headphones cable.
I can TLDR you when you get back. So far, you've come across and taken enchantment, illusion, and conjuration.
And transmogrification.
Transmutation.
Transmutation.
I don't think we have a Discord transmutation yet.
Well, these guys in here and the magic and the transmutation circles on the wall, they are from the transmutation school. And looking over the glyphs, you can see there's one bit from each one that doesn't fit.
And I am back.
Welcome back. Also, because you actually rolled a pretty decent check, the orb room, where you had like the visions and that was a form of divination magic.
Oh.
So yeah, regarding these transmutation cycles, like I said, there's a bit that's off on each one. Do you wish to investigate it further?
Well, I just say plough on. Touching one of the symbols on the wall.
As you go up and touch it, you feel the arcane mark itself wash over you. And it pops out. But as it does so, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, God.
Okay. As you pull it off the wall, it falls down, but you yourself watch as your hand becomes a paw. And then you find yourself at the size of a house cat.
Am I still a dragon or just a cat?
You are fully house cat. You are a little ball of fuzz. You still have your own thoughts and everything. It's still your head in there, but it's just like, okay, I'm a cat. But the mark is on the floor.
Mark is on the floor.
Yeah, it's come off. It was a loose bit of.
And start washing my bum. Because I know that's what Daisy would do.
I'm a cat. Should do what all cats do. Never be this flexible ever again. And the rest of you wish to do anything, as Marlon has been transformed into a house cat.
Yoko's gonna hug Cat Marlon whilst covered in blood. She's gonna be like, Kitty! Well, I know she won't be able to say it. She's like, hugs it.
What's happened to Gingy if I turn it into a cat? I take it he's just like lying on the floor.
Gingy's next to you. It's kind of weird. Gingy hasn't changed. She's still the same size and everything.
Yeah.
Sort of looking at you really confused. It's like, okay, you're a cat now. You can see the cogs turning in his head. It's like, oh, I now have my own battle cat. And before you can do anything, you're picked up and hugged by Yoko, covered in blood. But the minute passes, and you're now back to normal size.
Yeah, I could just imagine like she's playing with his paws, and then all of a sudden Marlon turns back, and then she's like playing with his hands, like she's still playing with his hands as though
Yeah,
it's still a kid.
It's a rather surreal scene. The elven paladin going, "Oh, who's a good kitty? Who's a good kitty? Who's a good dragonborn? Please don't kill me."
What's happened to the symbol? Is it?
Well, the symbol is still on the floor. Gingy's like looking at it and looking back at you, like gesture of, "Can I touch it?"
If Gingy wants to touch it, he can touch it.
Gingy goes along, picks it up. Could you make a wisdom saving throw for Gingy, please?
Oh, that's Gingy's character sheet, isn't it? Do I
Yep,
still
he
have
is
it?
the.
Event.
Yeah.
Hang on, wisdom saving throw.
It's still the
Okay.
same roll. Still fails. Okay. Gingy holds onto this thing, and he goes from tiny Gingy to large Gingy. Made out of dirt, made out of earth and clay.
Sorry, Shrek 2.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, oh. And he goes to speak, thinking, "Oh, I could talk," and no words come out.
Oh.
But he does like have a He can now communicate properly with Marlon telepathically. Sounds a bit gravelly, but it comes across as, "Can I keep this? I like being this size."
Okay.
In fact,
Yeah.
I have.
I take it so. Although I take it, he might sort of morph back after.
The minute goes by, he's still holding on to it, and he's still a clay golem. And as soon as he realises the minute's gone past, he looks for a pocket or something. I'd like to keep this.
I mean, can I take it off of him then, and put it in my pocket?
Yep,
Would I turn into a cat again?
or I need you to make another wisdom saving throw, so you grab it.
Right, I get you.
The same as
Okay,
last
again.
time.
Wow.
Actually, I was just picking a small creature at random. Cat was the first thing that came to mind. Right, let's see what small creature you turn into this time. Something fun and interesting.
A puppy.
Oh, give me something interesting.
A ferret. And we have a rabbit, we have a ferret, guinea pig, rat.
Fluff. What the fluff is?
A snake, a lizard.
Yeah, that's somewhat mildly interesting. So Marlon, you shift down into a smaller dragonkin.
Mhm.
Although you're not really a dragonborn anymore. Some might call you a kobold.
Hold on. Would Yoko know that kobolds are bad?
Well, you just
Oh
watched,
yeah, because they fought some kobolds earlier.
but you have watched Marlon change. You watched her small little servant go from a tiny creature to a massive creature. You are aware that spell also happens, so it's still Marlon, just Marlon is now not a dragon.
She is just so confused right now.
Indeed.
She's
And
just gonna
you're
look back
only like a few hours further on, so you're now what? A quarter of the way to having your mind back.
Yeah, pretty much. She just looks back at the others like Zyron and Beitoir and Dario and being like, guys, I'm so confused right now, but she doesn't say it.
Yeah. Darius looking at it, it's like, can you guys, like, stop mucking around for a few seconds? Storms in there, grabs the sigil. I've got to make him a wisdom save. This could be hilarious.
Oh yes.
Oh, it's still doing
That's with
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Roll it normally.
No, it's alright. I'll take it with that. As for fun and giggles, when you all stop messing up, poof, he is now a sheep.
Yoko will
Meh.
hunt the sheep.
Jim Jam Yaha.
And smother the sheep in blood.
As you smother and hug the sheep, it's like starts shaking, tries to get away. After a minute, everybody turns back to normal, and Dario is standing there in the room going, "Right, where's the bag?"
Who does have the bag?
Whoever has the bag just holds it open, and Dario just takes.
Everybody was like sharing it, so nobody had one like particular.
For the sake of expediency, someone holds the bag open. Dario just pulls out his rifle. He will spend his grip point for the day, and he just scoots the sigil in by using the bullet to ricochet it in. So they're going, "Ha
Well.
And the
Solves
bag
that.
transforms.
Oh god, no.
That would be hilarious, but thankfully polymorph doesn't work like that. But for you guys to note, you now have a sigil of transmutation.
Mm.
Which is pretty cool.
Indeed.
Yes.
That was freaking hilarious. So where would you guys like to go from here?
And back out into the corridor, I suppose.
Yeah, probably down the.
Okay, so going down to the other half of the corridor.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay,
She will follow.
coming around the corner, still on your left hand side, you do see another set of 3 doors. These ones have very sturdy iron bars across them, heavy iron locks.
Yoko will try and smash the iron locks with her glaive.
Okay,
Before tries to open the door with as stealthily as he. Or actually, he could listen.
go ahead and make a perception check. Betois. Yoko? You hit, it's not even solid. You just put a nice scratch on an iron lock. Congratulations.
She will hit it again. That's better.
Okay, give me a second.
Tink, tink, tink.
I want my monster step block. Why can't I spell...
Oh god, there's a mimic.
I wish there was a mimic. No. There we go, right. Smashing the door down.
Yes.
inside you see a reptilian humanoid. Actually, let's go for one of those.
I was gonna say, like, which type it is.
Ah, that's what I'm just needing to read up. I was going to go for one and decided, you know what, I'm actually going to go for this one. This one still has like a humanoid upper body. So it has shoulders, arms, the reptilian head. It also has like a more serpentine lower body. So as opposed to having legs, it has like a snake-like
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
single cylinder. But as you kick the door down, it just hisses at you and lunges.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Bring
need
it on.
initiatives again.
Man. Hey. Fighting this douche nozzle. Fighting this snake dude.
Okay, 15. So, Yoko, you get back first.
Haha. Well, feeble-minded Yoko does what a feeble-minded Yoko does best. Swing!
That's it.
And she's going to add a divine smite to that.
Okay, go ahead and roll your d3 for your spell slot.
Huh, another first level spell slot.
Mm-hmm. For 2.
Right. 2. Indeed.
So as you swat it with your glaive, it just hisses in pain.
Well, guess what? Paladins get extra attacks at 5th or 6th level. Watch out! And she's going to use the bloomin' like, god damn it. She's going to use the... Jesus, what have I done? Right, she's going to use another divine smite. She wants it dead. Ooh. So 3rd level. I haven't used a single 2nd level slot yet. Let's
That
see.
might be a good thing.
I mean, true. Swing! Oh, Jesus! Wow!
Dang.
Alright then. With all go over, laying in a hefty blow, must be said. He is not looking in the best of shapes. Oh, those of you looking for like how to describe the creature, it's actually got it on the step block when I wasn't looking. Oopsie. But at least I got it right. So, Marlon, 'tis your go. And that's the wrong kind of music. That's more like it. Had nice, happy, cheerful music. Stroll in the park.
Who are we up against? Snaky dude.
Indeed.
Snaky dude.
Quite literally a snaky dude.
Oh, me. I'm gonna use my thingies again.
Okay. Scully, 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 Scully. Right, where's my thing for this? AC 12. Hits, 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 hits. Oh my god, only one missed.
I've just realised I got advantage on again. Do you want me to take it off?
No, it's okay,
You do
because if they move into flank, they get advantage, and they get advantage as long as an allies within 5 feet. My God. So Yoko, you sit there, watch as these little confectionery tridrones squeeze past you, go either side, and then just start wailing in on this guy from both sides. And he's like swaying around, punch drunk, can't seem to focus.
Yes.
Did you want to do anything else for your turn, Marlon?
No, that's it.
Okay, next. Bertrand, it is your go.
I haven't heard
Betois moves there, and then he takes a shot with his trusty bow.
Okay, take a shot with your bow. What was you going to say, Marlon?
Yeah, I was just saying that I hadn't heard Foxy in a while. I didn't know whether he was still about.
Ooh, very nice. You can go ahead and add your sneak attack damage to that. See how overkilly this gets. So as this creature's sitting there like punch drunk, that's why you come by and almost like full gangster, not looking. Fire! Gets him straight to the bottom of the jaw, just sort of comes up and through the other side and just flops over dead.
Yeah, me and my...
Well, that was a fun experiment that didn't go anywhere. I was hoping to at least constrict somebody.
Since the battle is over, I could move back to the door number 2 and try to... I don't know what there is, but did I hear anything?
I forgot what you got in your perception check now after all that.
It's 29.
Oh yeah, there it is, buried in everything else. Listening through the door, you heard nothing.
Okay, this is probably just another empty room, but I'm still gonna open it sneak.
Okay. As you go to open the door sneakily, you hear this voice pop back over your shoulder. I wouldn't do that. Be a terrible idea.
Okay, how about the door number 3?
Wouldn't go for that one either. That's also a bad idea.
Okay, if someone wants to open the doors, they are free to do so, but I'm not gonna do.
Well, do. Smashy, smashy.
Betois takes a lot, walks away like 15 feet.
Smashy, smashy. Hello.
You smash the door down.
Yes.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, I believe. Oh no, sorry, no. God, I hope I roll high for this. Nope, not high enough. The strange fat fairy holds his hands out, puff of magic appears, but nothing really happens to Yoko, and he's sitting there going, I thought that would work. Never
Does
mind.
the door open?
Oh yeah, the door's smashed wide open.
And there's nothing.
Indeed.
Something tells me I know what's going to be in this next room. I don't know why, but I can't. I can't put my finger on it.
Well, as you do, the Fat Fairy flies in front of the door. Like, seriously, don't open any more doors. You're not doing anyone favours.
Yoko is just going to push the fairy with the blunt end of the glaive away. And...
Forgive.
Smashy.
Okay, as you go to push him out of the way, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Just. As you go to push him out of the way, it's like, no, stop! And vines come out the ground, thick roots from where you don't know, considering how this tower's built. And as they entangle you, it's kind of, nah, you shrug them off. Just pushed out the way.
Yep. And she just smashes the door down.
Okay. Save for expediency? Nothing in this room either.
She just sort of scratches her head, very confused, and just looks to everyone else expectingly.
The small fairy slaps you across the face. It's like, you could have listened.
I would like to slap the fairy back.
Okay, you slap the fairy. If you're doing this as an attack action, I will require a roll. If it's just a general reply slap, I will not take it as offence.
Because the fairy slapped her first, and
Again, I leave it down to you. It's either you're slapping as a reply slap, or you can slap him like an angry paladin.
Oh God! Oh man, could I roll a d20? And depending on the result, depends on how hard I slap the fairy.
I will tell you now, the strength of the slap isn't going to matter. Go ahead and do a wisdom check for me.
A wisdom check.
Mm.
Do.
Part of you knows it's a good idea to turn the other cheek.
Say that again?
Part of you knows it's a good idea to turn the other cheek.
Yoko is just going to turn the cheek of the fairy facing another direction. Turning the other cheek. And yeah, she's just gonna use her finger to turn the cheek to the side, and then walk off.
Okay.
I was hoping you'd get that pun, Brian.
No, sorry. I was sitting there looking at the stats of this creature, looking back, thinking, if that slap were to hit, he wouldn't have survived. Quite literally, poof, and fairy dust. Anyway, that seems like a good place to end tonight's little game.
Yeah.
Since the corridor goes on and then goes up another set of staircase to what might be the final room. Might undo your wall.
God, and she's in her feeble-minded state.
Yes.
To the end of the day.
Indeed.
Oh.
So, thank you all for watching. Thank you guys for playing. hopefully see you all next week, assuming nothing happens.
What do you mean, like, presuming nothing happens? You make it sound as though it's like someone's not going to be here, or like
Well, no, it's
anything like that.
Like last bank holiday Monday, I called no go because I was working so hard.
Fair.
I've been at work today on another bank holiday Monday, and I might be in next Monday, even though Mondays are meant to be my day off because I got other things to do.
Yeah.
So I might be
Not
just in a really foul mood on Monday, and I don't want to be in a foul mood.
Because then you torture us.
I torture you anyway,
No,
but I torture you with
it's not-
feathers, not with flails.
Flails covered in feathers.
I'm sure there's a kink for that somewhere.
Yes.
Probably.
Anyways, see you all next time for another tale of fumbles and fortunes. Good night.
Bye-bye.